Well, hello and welcome again. In today's video, we're gonna check for vacuum leaks, hopefully find them and fix them. This is an 01 540 with 193,000 miles on it, and I have done lots of work to the the gaskets, and O-rings have been changed, and the regular preventative maintenance, water pump, hoses, vacuum hoses, all that stuff. And I have changed the CCV in the front and in the back, along with all the O-rings and all that stuff, about 6,000 or 7,000 miles ago, and maybe 8 months, 9 months. And now I think I have a vacuum leak, according to some of the codes that I'm getting. I'm gonna do a smoke test to verify that. But for now, I already got the parts. Don't worry about that one, different car. This is the gasket for the front CCV, and then this is the rear one, and I got the original. Let me see if I can find the part number. Yeah, I can't see the actual. Here it is. There's the part number. I got this directly from the dealership, because the one I put earlier, it was an aftermarket one, and I'm suspecting that it did not last that long before it failed. So I'm gonna put that new one, and also I'm gonna do that trick with the intake manifold bolts, where you put 2 washers in there to like squish it even more, because I think all the manifolds on the M62 leaks because of that. So let's get started. I'm gonna disassemble everything, and I'm gonna put it on time lapse. Alright guys, so I hooked up my smoke machine. It's a homemade one, don't worry about it, but it does make smoke. And I blocked this with a glove, secured it with the clamp, and I put the smoke machine on the hose that connects to the tank breather purge valve here. And I don't know if you can see, I think you can see it, but there is smoke coming out everywhere, all around here and all around here on the front, and it's in the back. Man, that's like a steam train in the back. It's like smoking super bad. So I'm just gonna proceed with removing the intake, because I need to secure the keep in mind every gasket in here is brand new, and they're all OEM or OE, so I didn't use any cheap parts, but it's still doing that, so that's crazy to me. So I'm anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. I'm not gonna replace the intake manifold gaskets because they're technically new. They haven't aged or anything. It just needs to be secured even a little bit more than it is right now. So we'll start the disassembly now. Kind of got a kink in it here. This probably was leaking right here, and also there's a bunch of oil here, so that's good indication that this probably was leaking. Can't remember what brand is this. Oh, it's Bavarian Auto Sports. I think this company is no longer in business, but it's good quality. I think just that O-ring is not good. Okay, we got the new one here. Yeah, the O-ring is black here. On the other one was blue. We have this grommet right here. I'm just gonna take off the old one here. It's probably gonna be okay, because like I said, all these gaskets are new, and this one is probably original OEM. Just gonna clean it up. Any debris or any oil. Yeah, it's sticking out quite a bit, so should be okay. We're doing 10 newton-meter. I couldn't find the torque spec, but 10 newton-meter should be enough. Okay, so I'm back after a few days. I was busy with other stuff, but anyway, so the original spacers that I have for the manifold, this grommet here is very brittle. I can't take it off of the edge here. If I try to do so, it will break. Like it's very tough to take it out, and I can't take it out. I tried on a couple of them, and this grommet will be destroyed or like cut. So the problem is BMW does not sell this grommet by itself. They sell the whole thing like that. So it's kind of a pain, but you know, I don't have any other option. There's no aftermarket for this, so I had to go and buy 10 of them from the dealership. They're about like, I don't know, like $8 or $9 a piece. So just under $100 for 10 of them. You need 10. Now what we're gonna do is, because I can't take this grommet off of here easily, like, okay, like that, we're gonna put a washer between the grommet and the head of this spacer. Now I went to Lowe's and I got a couple of washers. I looked on all of their washers, like, you know, the ones that are close to this size, and I couldn't find one that is exactly about the same as the size of this head and also fits through here. I could not find any single one that can do that. There's ones that are like a little bit bigger that can fit through here, and or like they can't fit but they're like about the same size. So I got the, you know, almost exactly the same size of washer here, but the problem, it won't fit here, so I had to drill it and make it bigger, and that's a mistake. If I was doing this again, I would just go get a washer that fits through here. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit bigger on the head, because there is a little bit of a space over there on the manifold. So because I drilled this, it like it developed in like a sharp edge around it, the hole here, and I had to grind it off, and it was a pain to do all 10 of them, so to get them right. So, but I have them now, and they're still tight. I used the 1/2 inch drill bit, and that's the biggest one I have, and they're still, like, you know, a little bit tight to get in here, but if I can squeeze it in there, it will get in there. Okay, so washer goes in first, then grommet goes this way. All right, and that's what you need. That spacer, I think, is gonna fix the vacuum leak problems, because this manifold is not sealing right, even though it has a new gasket and everything. It's just because of that grommet does not have, like, you can't tighten this enough for this grommet to seal the manifold properly. It's just not enough space, so you need that spacer to push the grommet even more on the manifold. So let's repeat that 10 times. All right, that's 10. So let's go ahead and put everything back together now. Okay, let's remove these. All right, manifold in with the new CCV unit. Gaskets in, make sure they're all seated. I'm just gonna hold them like this. Make sure everything is correct. Go around and check for the gasket, make sure it's in there. All seem to be good. We're gonna put the spacers now. I need to find a different angle for the camera, because I think my head is blocking the camera. Make sure they're all seated here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the nuts. All right, so this vacuum hose connects to this side, and then that connects to something else later, and then this cap didn't come with the CCV. You need to put it on this side. All right, so we hook up this vacuum line back here. Now I need to find the vacuum, the brake booster hose that connects right here. Right here. So this is the old nipple from the old CCV. I'm just gonna take this off. I'm just gonna hook it up right here. Some of these hoses I'm not really 100% sure where they go, but we'll figure it out as we go along. I think now I'm just gonna put the fuel rail in here. I cleaned the O-rings here. I think I'm just gonna wipe them a little bit more. So this O-ring doesn't have that washer like the other ones. I wonder if this makes any difference. But we'll find out. We'll keep an eye on it. Or is it gonna be? It's gonna be that cylinder. It's this stuff. Silicone paste. Okay, so this goes here, this next to that, and this goes right here. The M54 engine is way more organized than this M62, although I do like the M62 engine better. In terms of reliability, I know it's kind of controversial to say that, but see, it's kind of like the M54 is easier. It's like everything falls into place on its own. Everything is intuitive, and it's very hard to screw things up on the M54 six-cylinder engine. With this one, it's a kind of a mess here. It's not too bad if you get used to it. What am I missing here? Okay, I'm gonna plug the knock sensors. See, there's like many different ways to route things. Not like the M54, it's kind of restricted. So it's like more organized. I think smoke started coming out. Yep. So I made a mistake here by not hooking up the vacuum pipe that goes into the CCV in the back. There's that lower connection that I did not hook up the hose in there, and you'll see that I'm getting lots of smoke because of that hose that is not hooked up. So I'm gonna have to take off the CCV from the back, reconnect the hose, and then re-bolt it back on the manifold. Yeah, I forgot to connect this hose to the manifold. God damn. Oh my god. Yeah, here I forgot to connect this hose right here.
Yeah, I forgot to connect this hose to the manifold. So when you put the manifold back in, make sure this hose is connected, otherwise.
All right, round 2. So I hooked up the CCV in the back, the big hose, and then I hooked up everything. I had to disconnect the CCV from the back here. It was not fun. Now I just turned on the smoke machine. It's still hooked up here, and I'm pretty sure it's making smoke now, and so far so good. I don't see any smoke. Yep, the hose is hooked up right here, as you can see. So far I don't see any smoke. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that was smoking back here, and it was showing everywhere, like, because it was pushing the smoke back here, and I thought something was smoking here, but nothing. Everything seems to be good. I gotta still tighten this up. I'm gonna keep it on for a minute and keep looking at it and give you an update. Alright, so it's been about, I would say about 30 minutes. I installed these brackets and still have the machine hooked up with air. You can see there's a pressure here, and still no smoke. There's like a slither of smoke coming, I don't know, from the hose or something, but it's never gonna be like 100% perfect. I mean, I guess you can make it perfect. It should be perfect, but I don't know where that smoke is coming from. It's probably from the hose, but it's nothing that you can really notice, especially from the manifold. I think the manifold is 100% solved. There is no more smoke. I even put the camera down here. Unfortunately, the camera died and I can't record down here. But yeah, the manifold is 100% sealed now. It's not leaking anymore. Before, it was leaking a lot everywhere because of those grommets. And also because they were old, not just because of that washer that you put on the spacer. So that will also make them leak. So I think we fixed this issue. No more vacuum leaks, at least from the manifold. But I'm happy with it so far. Everything seems to be okay. I'm gonna end the video right here. I'm just gonna button everything up. There's not much left. Just put the covers over here, the air intake, and should be good to go. I'm gonna start it up, make sure everything is good. Check that injector number 7, because it doesn't have that little plastic washer. Make sure it's not leaking. Everything else seems to be okay. I think we fixed the issue. So guys, if you have an M62, either m62tu or m62, I believe the m60 also have this issue with the grommets are not like seating properly. So you just need to add that extra washer to make it seal. And so far so good. So thanks a lot for watching, and I appreciate you guys, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.